Welcome back, episode 8 of the 167 podcast. The boys are back in. Hughesy, Munster, DYOR Dave, or the ex-Storm ball boy, as we've just found out.
Yeah, my true identity revealed.
Yeah. Wow, we didn't know that. We've got some photos backing it up too.
Yeah.
2012, was it?
Yep. Yeah, 2012, yep.
Did
they win the premiership because of me? I'm not here to say, but, who knows.
Well,
maybe we need you back.
Yeah.
Ball
I
boying.
think so. Ball man.
At Sydney Games. Ball man. Imagine that, just taking a poor kid's spot.
Sorry, Dave just jumps the fence.
Yeah.
His retro Storm
Sorry,
jersey.
boys.
Well, I know one thing. I'd rather him be the ball boy than be in the crowd because he lost when you come watch. So
I know. The first game I've been to all season
Yeah, well,
is the
there's
first
your
loss.
issue.
So
First and
I'm
last
not going
then,
to another
brother.
game.
See you,
Exactly. I'm not going to another game this
Stick to your
season.
stats.
Not even the grand final.
Yeah, it was a pleasant surprise seeing you in the crowd after the game. And that retro Storm jersey, it looks
Was he
good,
alone? Were you a loner then, DYOR? Or did you have
I was
friends?
with some mates, but they left like straight after the game because the weather was a bit shit.
Yeah. Oh, and you stayed through to see the boys.
Yeah, stayed to see
Yeah,
it
that's
there.
solid.
that's what I want to
It's a true
hear.
fan.
That's
man.
loyalty.
true
Yeah,
fan.
yeah. That's
Should have come in the
loyalty.
sheds. I'm
Well,
surprised you didn't come in
good
the
on
sheds
you
with Frankie.
boys for sticking around and seeing the fans as well.
Well, I thought about it after. I was like, oh, why didn't you just come back over to the sheds? Like, I was filthy at myself.
Oh, what?
Like asking Dave to come back to the sheds.
Yeah, it's not the best place to be in a shed.
Literally, it was just my family and
In a losing
and the pro clubs boys.
in
That
a
was
losing
it.
shed. In a losing, especially our losing shed, it's quite. But you could have caught up with a lot of ex-friends you had, bro, from your
Yeah.
time at the Storm.
Yeah.
Toddy would have been there. Hinchy,
Yeah, Toddy, Hinchy, Frank,
Bellamy.
Craig.
Craig. Yep, we go way back.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah, very good. All right, man. We are into your primer.
Oh, straight away, boys.
straight off the bat.
How you go, boys? Well, this primer is brought to you by BrickBrick. It's a little bit of an interesting one, boys. I don't know how deep or how many young kids like listening to this sort of stuff, but if you were about to send a text message out and you accidentally sent it to your mum or bellyache, which one would it be and why? Little sex message. I know it sounds a bit R-rated, but I will leave it to you guys, and then I'll obviously return serve after you guys. But
I'm going bellyache.
and why?
Oh, I just think he's got enough banter in him to think. He'd probably think I'm G'ing up anyway. Like, he'd just be like, what the fuck's this fella on? You know what I mean? Where if it's to my mum, it's, I just don't like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
No, I'm same as you. I'm bellyache.
Yeah.
And purely because he's sent one out, so it's just one all, you know?
Yeah.
Do you remember that? When he sent the...
Oh, yes. Oh, I forgot about that.
Accidentally. He
that
reckons
is-
Johnsy took his phone.
that
but,
is
yeah,
so
that is
funny.
so funny, yes.
Can we tell that story?
Yeah, surely.
Yeah.
I think you're going to have to now.
that was funny. So we obviously got a group chat and
With everyone, with all
with
the
everyone,
staff.
staff,
What's that?
a WhatsApp chat like most teams do these days, and Bowser just put something up. It was sort of like a GIF, was it? Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
It was like a porn GIF.
Yeah.
It's like a porn GIF of a lady and whatever. I don't want to explain it because there probably are kids watching this, but there was a porn GIF and everyone pretty much seen it, and then he deleted it. And then a few screenshots. So the boys didn't let him get off with it lightly. Then when you hit him up about it, and he's like, "Oh, what's?"
You got so defensive.
yeah. He's, oh, yeah,
So
nah,
do
that.
my mate, one of my mates, he always sends me stuff, and I accidentally reposted it, and he was in shambles, which I could probably see him in shambles because he's not much of a electronic guy. Like when you see him on the phone,
He's terrible.
he doesn't have an email address and
His
that sort
font
of stuff.
size,
His font
48.
size is like super large.
It's the best.
So he reads every letter on text messages. But yeah, that was all time. So yeah, I wouldn't mind, like Pap said, I wouldn't mind sending him a dirty message after he's done something like that.
So both bellyaches?
Yep.
Yeah, you, man.
I feel like you're going to go the other way.
For a bit of spice? Nah, I better not. I'll go bellyache. I'll go bellyache as well. I feel like, yeah, like you said, he can have a bit of banter about it. I feel like he'd probably be a hypocrite and tell us that we're dirty men, but I think we all know that he'd probably go the other way and probably find the lighter side to it, where Mum would probably bend me over and spank me, smack me. So
Disown you.
disown me and goes, "You're a dirty grub." So I'll have to go bellyache as well, boys.
So has anyone ever done it before to anyone?
Not like something sexual, but I've definitely sent like
It's a wrong message to someone.
"and I love you" or something to.
Yeah.
Or
I
ex.
think it was like
to like a guy. And
No, I think it might have been. It was a family chat, I think.
if it would have been, is he all right?
Yeah. But it was like a few messages. Like, because I sent a few. I didn't send one big one. I sent like a few.
Oh yeah, instead
And I just rapid fired it, and then I was like, oh
shit, wrong person.
wrong
yeah.
person.
Yeah, I've sent it Welsh, I reckon, a couple times, or even Joe Stimson, and I've just wrote XX after it, like XO on that. I was like, oh, why have I done that? And they're like, are you sweet?
Bro, I don't know if you've done that to me, man. Actually,
I might have
and then
been.
you were supposed to send something to Bianca. It was like, I don't know, it was real lovey-dovey. It was like, like hun, or I don't know what you call each other, but I think I remember and I was like, bro, what the fuck are you talking to?
Well, I don't know.
Or maybe,
we have come pretty close. Yeah, we have come pretty close over the years, so maybe it was meant for me. But he played it off. He was like, no, that was for Bianca.
Yeah, because the way you reacted.
Yeah, he's like, oh shit, I thought we were
I thought we were closer than that. Good stuff, boys.
Nice one.
If you're a builder and you obviously want to deal with floor plans, go to brickbrick.com.au. And you can obviously work on your floor plans and be able to do stuff certainly on that. So hopefully I've said that the right way, DYOR. But use the code 167 for your discount on brickbrick.com.au.
All right, boys. What else has been doing? Obviously, footy, which we'll talk about after this.
Yep, that's right.
But away from the field.
Yep.
Had a day off after the game.
Yep.
And there was a bit of day on, day off last week as well. Anything exciting happened?
I feel like we had a lot of time off, but I felt like I was still hands-on with the kids, even though my wife doesn't think so. We won't go on to that. Love you, doll. Sunday did swimming with Jackson.
How does he go?
Terrible.
Is he?
Yeah, Jagger's well advanced more than him. Jagger's just full ball into everything. He just goes into it like full steam ahead. But Jackson is a bit like, I feel like he's probably shy or gets a bit of anxiety when he has too many people around he doesn't know. So it took him 15, it's like a half an hour class of swimming. He's not doing anything 15, 20 minutes and then decides, oh, Dad, I want to do it. It's 10 minutes left of the class. Like, mate, you're a bit late. And like, yeah.
Just needs to warm into
Just
it.
warms into it. So, I feel like he did that with Means' kids when we took him to the driving range. Means, the oldest, is hectic with the club. So I need to start taking Jackson a bit more. He's good for 5 minutes and then a bit like his dad, memory of a goldfish, and then wants to go do something else. But other than that, it was a good little Sunday for myself, hanging out with the kids. What about yourself, Jerome and Paps? Anything exciting, boys?
Nah, not me. I was in the lab, bro, pretty much. We trained a fair bit last week. Just get running again, and then
You had some pretty shit news though, eh?
Yeah. Probably might as well get out of the way now, but yeah, unfortunately be out for the rest of the year. I couldn't keep it straight. That would have been good.
You got me for a second.
Did I get out? Did we get out?
Yeah.
Fuck, I couldn't stop laughing.
Cut that out with him so we can use those Abel's Fools joke.
Let's go.
We were actually trying to get you a deal. Did we get you?
Yeah, for a second, because when you were like bad news, at first I was like, oh, maybe it's just going to be a few more weeks. And then you were like out for the season. I was like, nah. And then,
I was trying to I couldn't look at you. I should have just. Fuck,
I started giving it away as well.
Yeah, I was just like.
Oh, why am I crying?
I was trying to look. I was like looking like as well.
I got done earlier today. That's the second April Fool's joke that's got me today, which is bad for me.
Yeah. But yeah, just been training leading into the April Fools. We might as well go into it. Perhaps what have you been up to? And I heard you got Emma a beauty
I'm in the
with your
doghouse.
April Fools.
Yeah, I'm in the doghouse. We might have to cancel Perfect Partners.
Or just give him the answers so he can get back in the good books.
No, so we had a talk the other day, like PlayStation night, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And we obviously got back from Sydney. And it was a PlayStation night. And I hadn't seen Emma for a while because she's been here and we were playing and whatnot. And I didn't see her a couple of days before. So I think she had the idea
that we were
going to see each other.
Yeah.
But it was PlayStation night. So I tossed up that we have dinner together and then I go off and play. But like, obviously, she feels like it's...
Because you were away for so long.
Squeezing her into the schedule, we should spend that time together.
Yeah.
Which I understand. So anyway,
which is fair.
That was a bit of a build-up. And today I messaged her saying, look, playoffs start tonight. I've got to play every day this week. And that's just it didn't go down too well. She's a bit off me at the moment. So
That's outstanding.
yeah. Well, I thought it was funny, but
Yeah,
I probably crossed the line.
yeah,
It's probably too soon, you know.
I think it's funny, but probably because it was built up. There was a bit of tension already, and then you just added it on top. That's
Yeah, so
I love how you've organised PlayStation nights.
Yeah,
that's
that's
outstanding.
gross.
well, I just think it's important to socialise with your mates back
Mm.
home.
Yeah.
Yep.
3 nights might
It's
be
a good way to
stretch,
do it.
but yeah, it's been a good little
Mm.
way to connect and
Mm.
just talk about things.
I
So
love it.
Yeah.
probably shouldn't have done that, but I thought I hadn't April Fool's to anyone. I'll do it to
It's
her,
right there.
but I just got it at the wrong time, I think, and
Yeah.
now I'm
Go home.
No,
cook
yeah,
dinner.
yeah. Now you're
regretting
sleeping,
it.
sleeping right here, brother.
I'll be on the in the doghouse tonight. So
Oh, no.
apologies, Pooks.
Pooks, you're on the right there.
Buy her some flowers.
You're
Come
on the
on, Pooks.
right.
Yeah, I'm on Pook's side too.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Go Pooks.
All right, I'll sleep on the floor tonight.
Sleep in your
But
golf
no,
simulator.
talk about April Fools because I forgot it was today, April 1st.
Yeah,
Mm.
so,
Any? Have you got any good April Fools stories?
From the vault. From the vault. Nah.
I feel like it's not a thing, not as much as a
Nah,
thing anymore,
nah.
is it?
I feel like online social media, there's a lot of
yeah.
stuff, but you soon
Player
catch on.
socks.
I feel like when you wake up on April 1st, you get done the first time you look, and then when you see heaps of ridiculous stuff, you're going, oh, okay,
Yeah.
now you know it's April Fool's, but
There's obviously all different ones where you see on your Instagram with reels or even blokes transfer windows and saying they've gone here or I think Batuta Advocate were pretty good at it at one stage there, like a couple of years ago when I used to look on my Facebook page.
They'd still be running hot.
They'd be
for
still
sure.
running hot, but yeah, they were pretty good at it. But yeah, I feel like every time I look at my Facebook sometimes and it's a rugby league player moving to a new team, like, hang on a minute. And then I go close, I'm like, oh, nah, it's not even real. So
Could we get someone now?
I tried to get
Oh,
Howie today.
Could
could we
live phone
call
call.
someone?
Who are we thinking? Dave, any ideas?
Who's gullible in the team?
Oh, bah, should we? Oh, nah.
Who's gullible?
Who can we ring?
Bah.
How we
Would
can
you
ring
get
Harry?
Craig?
Yeah, I was going to say ring bells and I'll just say
Oh, did you hear?
Just see the
Or just be
doctor.
like, you at home or something and you done your hip. You slipped in the shower again. Slipped in the shower again.
You want to ring him?
Nah, do you reckon that? He'll
Add to it. Come
Nah,
on.
he's been cranky. He's actually been really cranky.
Who can we get?
Unless you can go, like, you go physio.
Liam.
Yeah.
Go Robbo.
You can go
You
Robbo.
should go Robbo because you're closer with him and you say, mate, you wouldn't believe it.
I wouldn't be able to do it.
Or Richie. What about Richie?
I could do Richie.
Go Richie, because his reply will be funny, I reckon.
All right, so look at Richie.
You won't be
Who's
able to
Richie?
understand him. He's our physio. He's our other
I
physio.
reckon it's even funnier because he's got an Irish accent.
You ready?
Who's someone?
He'll be like, fuck off, mate.
Oh, because I've got an issue with my foot.
Does he know?
Yeah, he knows. He's been doing stuff to it. Like I only got stood on, but it's
Just
sore.
go, bro, I just went to the GP and they reckon it's gout.
I'll just say I went home and I'm moving house, like I'm moving stuff around the house and I dropped something on my foot. I think it's broken.
Make it worse.
It's swollen. And then I
You
was
just
sending
say
a photo.
like you're about to go to the emergency room or something.
I think can I ring Robbo?
Yeah.
He'll know, though. He's pretty smart. But try it anyway.
Right. Liam Robinson, other physio.
Robbo, how you going, brother?
Oh, mate, how are you?
Yeah, I was right until after training today.
You were what, sorry?
My foot, like I went and seen Richie and stuff, mate. I got home and I'm moving house, trying to obviously move stuff around. I end up dropping like the weight on my foot, eh?
You've dropped a weight on it.
Yeah, like obviously I got weights at home, and it's like one of those. It's like one of their machines where you can change it from different weight to weight.
Yep.
And I didn't pick it up. I was dumb. My kids moved it, and all the weights ended up falling off it, and they've all just dropped on my foot. And mate, it's throbbing, and I don't reckon I'll be right this week, eh?
What, like, how much weight have you dropped on your foot?
Oh, more, 10, 15 kilos. Like it's just throbbing.
Yeah, okay. What do you like? Is it swollen up or?
It's just fat. Looks like a balloon.
Yeah, fucking hell, Cam. All right. Well,
I
first of all,
can't even put any weight on it, eh?
Can you got a bit of pain or what have you? What's going on?
Yeah, I've got pain.
just at
Yeah,
rest?
a little bit of sweats too.
Yeah,
I've got a bit of a fever, eh? Like April Fool's fever. I got it!
You're a dickhead.
Tell her on the potty.
You're on the potty bar. Congratulations.
Good man.
He was seething too.
That's fucking Pappenhausen. That one. He's fucking-
That was all Paps, bro.
Oh, Paps, bro. Get into him tomorrow.
He's just got gout, bro. He's sweet. He's got gout.
He's been looking at shit all day, that one. All right. Come with it, you idiot. I'll speak to you soon.
See you later. Bye.
Oh,
See you,
yes.
Bye.
Oh, you can tell his feet. He's like, oh, fucking hell, Cam.
Finally
That
got
was a
someone,
good-
boys. We're on.
Oh, and actually, you were in there all day talking about
April
April
Fool.
No, that's
Fools
what I thought
too.
he'd click on, but
Nah,
You're crying too.
you actually sold that pretty well.
that was
Oh.
so good.
You sold that really well.
I could only think of. I don't know why I was thinking.
You
of
like, I dropped weight, and I was waiting for you to say like what you dropped, and then he was like, "Do you drop the weights?" I was like, "Yeah, I got weights at home."
Oh, far out. That's all.
But
time.
I actually really feel sorry for him because he had you. He had you at his best interest, and you really fucked him over.
That-
So.
He won't believe me anymore.
Yeah,
Boy, cried wolf.
Cried wolf. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
it just
fuck,
shows
that's
the caliber of the man. Good on you, Robbo.
Yeah,
right.
Robbo.
Shout out,
Let's
Robbo.
see if he-
Great guy.
Did he text me?
Please,
Another great physio.
please still treat us.
Yeah, I just told him I need treatment tomorrow. So. All right, boys. we'll move on to footy chat.
Yeah.
Disappointing result on the weekend. But all in all, I thought Dragons played pretty well too. So we'll go through our game first. May as well. Hughesy obviously sat in on your couch at Q.
Sat at home,
watching that.
Sat at home. Yeah, I thought, I didn't think we played too bad at all, to be fair. I thought we had a lot of opportunities early, and to be fair, they scrambled really well. We nearly, could have scored a couple of tries early, but they held us out, and I thought they were up for the game, and I feel like they usually are up for when they play us, the Dragons, and they just fought for everything. So there was a lot of effort in their game, and I thought our effort was there. Probably missing a little bit of polish, but I still thought we were in the game for most of it. And if Ali scored that try, which I thought was a try, I thought we were probably could have come away with the win and had a couple chances, but it didn't go our way. So, yeah, nothing. Don't think it's too much to be worried about. Obviously, we don't like losing, but something we can learn off, definitely. How did it feel out there? How did you guys feel about the game?
Yeah, it was wet. It was a different feeling. Like I feel like the water, like when you play at fields, it's real muddy, and when it's like the water's through it, it was just all sitting on top of the grass. It was pretty fluffy grass. But no, like you said, Dragons played a really good game. They come off the bye. They were a bit unlucky against the Rabbitohs the week before, and they probably got a rocket from Flanagan, and you knew they were up for the battle on Saturday, and we probably created 3 or 4 opportunities, and sometimes when you scramble really well and you're desperate, it ends up going your way. And like we speak about at the club, if you work hard, you get lucky, and they worked very hard in defence and got a lot of energy out of not scoring, and they got like a lot of energy back. And I think they went down there after we couldn't get in there, and they scored the next set. So sometimes you can build energy off that, and they did. And kudos to them. They beat us last year. They beat us this year, and I think they're a very good side. There's just been a little bit unlucky with moments, and they took their moments on the weekend, and I probably, as a player, didn't handle certain moments, and I think that's just footy. Sometimes you get them, and sometimes you don't. So I'm sure we'll be better this week against Manly.
Yeah.
What do you reckon, Paps?
No, I agree. I think you summed it up well. We sort of didn't make the most of our opportunities, and they did. So they've got a lot of experienced guys in their team, which we spoke about last week, and I know everyone's attention goes up when they verse us, and their concentration goes up when they verse us, and we've got to get used to handling that. And I thought we didn't do a bad job, but when teams play well against us, like we got to expect to be games and expect to just win them 8-6 rather than thinking we're going to pile on 30 points a game. So Conditions were different. The field held up unbelievably, actually. It was really...
Actually didn't look too...
Really nice.
It looked slippery, but it didn't look like muddy.
Yeah,
like
it was like long, fluffy
heavy
grass.
grass,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it wasn't like Mun said, it wasn't muddy. But there's just like grass clippings everywhere because it must have just clipped it.
Yeah.
But no, I can't fault the field or anything like that. I think Dragons just played a good game of footy and we just didn't make the most of our opportunities. So hopefully turn that around this week against Manly. Brookvale, 4:00 Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the last game on Sunday.
Last game of the round.
Yeah, the big team.
That'll be a good game. If we go into the next week, we haven't won there in a long time. They've really done a number on us up there. We usually win the home games, and they usually win the home games. Home ground advantage really helps against us two teams, but it's a good challenge for us. It'd be really similar to last week, I reckon, in terms of hostile sort of environments. Brookie's probably one of the best to play at because it's so hostile. It's a good thing. You really enjoy getting up for the challenge, and we're probably going to have many fans there. We'll have a couple, but the boys just need to learn from what happened last week and move on to next week.
When you play at suburban grounds like that, no even Leichhardt or Brookvale, like them on the hill, like it's pretty iconic. Like when you're playing on a Sunday afternoon. So Manly hate Melbourne and Melbourne hate Manly. So I'm sure there'll be a lot of people in maroon and white against us. So expect the cage when you run out there. It's going to be rattling.
Yeah, it's a good field to play. I love playing at those suburban grounds.
It's cool.
Yeah, different feel, And like the crowd feels 10 times bigger than it actually is.
Yeah.
But yeah, when they're all spraying, it's sort of how do you handle that challenge? And
It's a good challenge.
yeah, it's a good challenge to have
you
early
want.
on.
Yeah.
We've had
100%.
a couple home games and one away game, which we didn't handle well. So good chance to go back out and
See where we're at.
test it now.
Yeah. So actually, I remember whenever we go for warm up, we'll always run to the further side, and we run straight to the hill, and you're just copping it straight away. It's good. It gets you. It wakes you up anyway for sure. Like
It switches you on.
Switches you on. That's the word I was looking for. Switches you on. So
Survival mode.
it's good.
Very good. All right. Do we go our tips for the week? I think we all went quite shite.
Yeah.
A lot
I think
of
everyone
upsets.
who did footy tips this week had a shocker because we got Panthers, Roosters, Sharks, Storm all lost that you all tipped, except Paps tipped Titans.
Yeah, I know.
And Hughesy tipped Cowboys
Yeah.
against the Raiders. So you all got both Sunday games, Manly and Warriors.
Yep.
So Mun, you had 3 from 8, just with Manly, Warriors, and Broncos. Hughesy got 4 because you got those same ones: Broncos, Manly, Warriors, and Cowboys. And Paps
4.
also the same, but Titans.
Yep.
Okay.
Sweet.
So yeah, the totals: Paps is still out ahead on 20, Hughesy's on 18, and Mun still lagging behind on 16.
Ooh,
Hey,
Two.
4.
It's only 2 in each. Yeah. Two jumps.
I didn't
2
personally
and
think
4.
about any special bonus points for this week, but
No.
I don't know if you have. No.
But on the stats there, it's the first time since 2016 us, Roosters, and Panthers are both lost in the same week.
3 of us. All
True.
3 teams.
Since 2016.
Nearly 10 years. Wow.
Shit.
That's
So,
crazy.
Yeah, crazy stat.
There you go. Thanks,
Yeah.
Meadow.
Yeah, right, boys.
Meadow.
Milton. Muller here.
All right, here we go.
This week.
I'm out of the box this one. I'm just gonna go off
yeah.
what comes to my head because anyone can win now.
Yep.
All right, Thursday night, Canberra versus Sharks in Canberra.
That's a tough game.
It's a flip of the coin off.
Yeah.
Both off a loss.
Damn.
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Sharks.
Canberra.
Sharkies.
Ooh.
That's hard, man. I don't
Yeah,
even.
that's like you said, man, flip of a coin.
Yep. I went Raiders last 2 weeks and they've lost to Bronx and Cowboys. I know they were going to come back, but so are the Sharks.
Both coming off losses.
Yeah.
I just think home team.
From immediate, I don't know if this is true or not, but I feel like Canberra have got a good record against the Sharks.
I feel like Sharks had a couple injuries in their game too. Could be wrong, but I feel
Raiders did as well, I think.
did they? Yeah.
Well, the last 2 matches they've played, Sharks won last year 36-22, and they also beat them 40-0 last year. So
So it's the other way
Really
around.
wrong.
That's all right. Can't change. All
Yeah,
righty.
I'll go Canberra. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's next?
Next game, Panthers Cowboys at Combank.
They
13th
can't,
versus
can they?
14th.
They can't.
But it's a bit like when you play the pokies and you go like, it can't be black.
Yeah.
It's got to be red. This is what we're playing with right now.
It actually is. It
So,
is.
What way to go?
Nafe's back. Cleary's back. Edward's back?
No.
No.
I think him and Ty are out.
Brian's
I think
gone.
the team list come out in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah, I think Brian's hamstring, he's 4
Yeah,
weeks.
he's gone.
He's huge for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge. But they'll find someone that
Yeah.
does just as good a job.
Yeah. Casey McLean.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Wait, where's
3
this game? Sorry, Dior?
Combank.
Combank. So Panthers home game.
Yeah.
It's not really home, but yeah.
Nah. Yeah.
Yep. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Panthers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just done the full bloody spiel about it can't be black again, and then he went
Yeah.
Panthers.
Because it's got to be red.
Yeah. They got to.
right.
They'll bounce back.
Yep.
Cowboys
Friday
are pretty good though.
8 p.m. Friday 8 p.m. Accor Stadium. Bunnies Roosters.
Oh, that is a
Rivalry.
tough
Oh, Derby.
one. Latrell's back.
Trail's back.
Named in the centres.
Is he?
Yeah, that's what they said.
Yeah, I
Named in
heard
the
he was
centres.
training in the
I
centres.
like that.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah.
mate.
Jai Gray's a freak.
The
Man.
bro's leading the Dally M.
Yeah.
You can't lead the Dally M and then get dropped, can you?
No, that's
No.
a good call.
But where would you? Yeah, I know we're talking tips. I'll talk about it later.
No, you
Got
talk about
Jackie,
it now.
got
We
Jackie
talk-
Boy at left centre. Charles been more dominant left. I know Jackie Boy played for Aussies in right centre. Do you flip him over after everything?
Is that what they done?
Oh, I don't know.
they're
I'm just
gonna
asking the
do?
question because he's playing centres. Like that's his dominant side left. I know Jackie Boy's left as well. It's a pretty deadly side with Walker, Latrell, Jai at the back. Yeah, I don't know. It's a headache to have. It's good.
Mate, they've been good.
Yeah.
And they missing a few players, and they're still
Murray.
been playing really well. So, yeah, they're sort of a dark or Wayne, bro. What's he?
Not sprinkle dust. I'm telling you, he gets the best out of you. No, boy.
Bro, Wayne.
The goat.
All right.
Oh,
Who are we going?
All right, I got you.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Rabbits.
Yeah.
Who did you say?
Yeah,
Rabbits.
same.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
agreement, sir.
Yep.
Mhm.
To be fair, but though, I reckon Roosters going to put up a fight. I reckon it's going to be a
Derby.
close
Actually,
game.
can I give you credit for last week?
What?
Your lock of the round. We haven't spoken about it.
What was it?
Cowboys. You lock the Cowboys.
Yeah. That was my lock. What do I get for that, bro? Do I go to 19? 19.
I'll give
You
him
were so
19.
confident.
Yeah, no, I was.
You locked it.
They
Yeah,
couldn't
I'll give it
lose.
to you. If you threw a lock in there,
Yeah.
and that was an underdog, I'm happy to give him a point.
Bro, I tell you, Mad
All right.
Cow does some crazy things to the visiting teams.
All right. Extra point for Husey. So do we want to now, each week, everyone has to do a lock and you get 2 points if you get it right? Or does it have
I
to be an
reckon, no,
upset?
I think a lock has to be an underdog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you go a lock favourite, it's
So
not as good.
I locked the Titans last week. So
Nah, you didn't say that, you dog.
No lock.
Okay.
Unlocked.
All right.
Sweet.
Maybe once we do our tips, you can tell us who the underdogs are and we'll give it a lock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right. Next game, 3 p.m. Eels home game against the Dragons.
Dragons.
Oh.
They're obviously underdogs. Hey, do you want to lock?
No, I'm not.
No,
locking
you don't
this
have
one.
to.
I'm, not locking
I'm
this one,
just
but
asking.
I'm just.
You think they're... What's
They're,
your
they're
thought?
Mountain Dew, like you talk about the Cowboys. They
Yeah.
are due. Just think they were close last week against Manly.
They were close against the Dogs, who the next week the Dogs went on and beat the Sharks.
Mm.
And I'm thinking they're a lot closer than what people are thinking
Yep.
to a win. And
Yep.
I think it might be this week.
I'm with it.
I'm going red.
Dylan Walker. Did Dylan Walker go onto the Eels?
Did he
First
play
week?
last week? No.
No.
Yeah.
This week?
I don't know. I just don't... I've sort of watched them a little bit, and they just don't... I feel like they're still figuring out what their best footy is, but they could have found it now, you know what I mean?
Thanks.
They've played well in bits in each game, so yeah, I'm still going to go Dragons, but yeah,
Fair enough.
Dragons.
Gutho homecoming.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
true.
Bit emotional.
And I feel like another stat is whoever plays after us, they never play really well. So
The week after.
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even think that.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's not a real stat. I just made it up in my head. But
And the last
See how we
one.
goes, right? Yep. All right. 5:30 Titans Dolphins in the Gold Coast.
Oh, is that 3 games Sunday?
that's Saturday.
This is Saturday.
Oh, so Jesus.
Titans Dolphins in the Goldie.
Yep. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Who did you say, Paps?
I went Dolphins.
Dolphins.
I'm going to
yeah.
lock them in as my lock, please, Eddie,
Locked in.
because
Yeah,
they got to
Jim.
be underdogs. They haven't
Yeah.
won a game
For
yet.
sure.
Yeah.
Titans. I'll go Titans.
Yep. All right. Next game, Broncos Tigers in Brisbane.
Broncos, Tigers.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Broncos.
Okay.
I
Yep.
think
We spoke about the game last week, but like Tigers were impressive. I
Yeah.
watched a lot of that.
they're missing a couple of players though.
Yeah, Luai, no.
Luai and someone else got injured. I forgot one of the. I think it was the back rower, the good young back rower.
Fano.
Yeah. I think he got
Oh, yeah.
injured in that game, so I don't think he'll be playing.
Yeah.
A couple of big outs, so I think Broncos still pretty healthy. I reckon they win.
All right. Sunday, 4 p.m. Brookvale Oval. Manly Storm.
Who's favourites?
Storm are favourites. But to be fair, Manly are higher than us on the ladder. So
Yeah. What's the
Yeah.
price?
we're paying $1.51. Manly are $2.58.
Top.
Wow. I was gonna say us as the lock.
I was going to do that. Damn it.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, sweet.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Stormers.
No one's locking Manly. Underdogs.
I'm surprised Mun isn't.
Throw the game just to get up
Just
in the
for
tipping.
So
Yep.
there's only one game Sunday.
No. There's a 6:15 game as well.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I think this is the last week. Let me just check. Yeah, this is the last week that it's going to be 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. because daylight savings changes over.
Oh, and
And
it'll
then
be
it'll be
2
and 4 p.m.
Yeah.
after that. Yeah.
Yep, got you.
So
4 p.m.'s good.
yeah,
I don't mind that.
6:15 Bulldogs Knights in at Accor Stadium.
A core.
Yeah,
Is that Bulldogs? Home
yeah,
ground?
Dogs. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
is
They play like some at Belmore, but then
Yeah.
most at Accor, I think.
Bulldogs,
Knights coming off the bye.
Dogs in first place.
Dogs in first place.
Yeah. All right.
Dude, Dogs only lost 1 to.
Dogs haven't lost yet.
Nah, Satilli, sorry. He's out
Mm.
for shoulder charge, I think.
Yeah. All right.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Knights.
Ooh.
I think of a bye.
Dogs, Knights.
Kalen was a bit quiet against the Titans. He's had the bye. He's fresh.
Mm.
And he's ready to rock and roll. Big KP. And that's my lock.
Oh, he's locked
Wow,
it.
he's dropped the lock.
Yeah. Everyone's going to lose eventually, boys.
Yeah, they're 4-0.
Righto. I don't mind it.
Yeah.
What about the Dogs? They stayed at the same hotel as us.
Mm.
Yeah, did you run into any of the boys?
Yeah,
Yep.
a few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ran into a couple of them
Getting
So
around.
they stay away every game,
every game.
home or away.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
They stay at Brighton Les Sands on the weekend,
Yeah.
which is, and some of the boys live in Cronulla, which is like 5-10 minute drive.
From the ground.
Imagine that, bro. Like,
This is we
yeah,
losing.
what
it.
say you'd love it. You're like, yeah, I got to go. But
Try and do that for finals.
The partners
go
would
stay in
be-
the hotel and for finals games, but
Oh yeah.
when you're playing at home, but she's okay.
so
with that
every game,
Yep.
home or away,
Yep.
Yeah.
they stay the night before somewhere.
Yeah.
Yep.
Crazy.
I was going up to my room and Max King was in the elevator. We had a good chat for a little bit.
Yeah,
He's
he's
a
a
man.
great man,
He's
the
cracked
king.
up.
one. He's funny. Mate, and the
Um,
Brighton, it's like they've done it up
There's
inside.
Flash.
Mate, Mickey.
There was a pool party there.
Pool party there.
Mm.
Toddy and Hinchu up there watching Huddle.
On their computers.
Cut there. Cut.
Storm shirt on. Storm polo on.
No, they're in the inflatable, just having a couple pina coladas.
True.
Yeah.
Wonder how much that costs him a year.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
All right. I think it's time for
PP.
Big Fan of the Week.
Oh, yes.
Mm.
That's
An exciting Big Fan of the
yeah,
Week.
big
Mm.
one. Huge news
If
coming out.
Any of our close watchers on YouTube have noticed something.
Mm.
Mine and Mun's hat and
Yep,
Hughes'
and-
shirt
Hopefully, they can get the camera on me.
and a couple of beers.
Zero alcohol. I might even just crack one open.
Crack
just for
one,
laugh.
bro.
Yeah,
Crack
zero
one.
alcohol.
There's zero
They
alcohol.
cold?
The alcohol is coming out of the fridge.
No, we are pumped to announce that Better Beer is now officially on board of the sponsor of the 167 podcast. So, well done, boys. Good
Welcome.
stuff. Here we go.
Congratulations, guys.
Welcome. For those that haven't heard of Better Beer, they're Australia's #1 zero carb beer, all Australian made and owned. They have a bunch of beers and merch to give away with the new Better Beer Big Fan segment. So we'll be bringing that to you. Munster's digging into the zero alcohols now.
I
We've
think
got
I've had
some.
zero.
What are they here?
Bit tipsy, boys.
There you go, 81 calories, 4.2% alcohol. If you haven't tried it, a really good drop. We're obviously all off the piss this year, so we'll be having plenty of those at our days. But all you need to do for the giveaways is we need you to send in your moment of the week. It could be anything from sport, pop culture, your personal life, whatever you want, and we'll post a reel on Instagram so you can put your comments in there. Each week we'll pick a winner of the Big Fan of the Week, and you'll win a case of beers and a merch pack, which will include a shirt, hat, and a stubby holder. So yeah, very exciting.
Very
Should be
exciting.
good fun. Plenty of big fans, man. You've been saying you just walk the streets and get a big fan thrown at you now.
Every now and then I went to Chicky Monkeys this morning for a coffee and I jumped out of the car, ran past, and some guy just randomly just goes, mate, big fan. And then I looked behind and went, oh, thanks, mate. Have a great day. All my coffee. And then, I think it's been getting a bit of traction. Even at the Dragons game, I think everyone's getting around it. I even hear, I'm sure you guys are the same. A couple of the Dragons fans were actually really nice on the weekend. Talked about how much they love the potty and they're really excited for the week for us to be able to jump on. And I don't know, this gives you a little bit of a butterfly in the stomach sometimes.
Yeah, it is very cool.
Actually, the young fella that trained with us this morning,
Jake.
Jake,
Jake the Snake.
yeah,
Snake.
I was doing Jake the Snake, Jake the Snake, doing warm ups, doing bump kicks, and he was behind me, and he was like, "Bro, big fan of the pod."
No way.
Yeah, and I was
There you
kind
go.
of rattled. I was like, because we train with him, like we don't usually
You
get
don't
that
expect
from the
them
boys.
to listen to
Yeah. And
mad.
I was just like, oh shit, what do I say? But shout out Jake the Snake.
Jake the
Appreciate the support, brother. But
Love
I'll have to get him on one time. Get the young buck on.
Yeah, he looks
Young
good
buck.
too.
Train
Sit
me
with the-
quick. He's quick, man.
Yeah.
Damn. Holy heck.
Fast.
He's fast. I was
Me,
watching one of the
him,
fun
Saab.
games we did.
Me, him, you,
Saab.
me, him.
Fox.
But
Hammer.
the beers, I've had the beers before. Good drop. I'm not a huge beer fan, but I'll drink better beer. But what I was surprised, the merch is the Mickey Mouse.
It is nice. There's a
They've-
few different golf.
they've been
head
kind
covers,
enough to send us some
shirts.
stuff,
Yeah,
and
they
there's
got
some
the
golf
jorts on.
stuff in there, some tees, a towel, golf. I was gonna say
covers.
golf head cover for the big driver. So yeah, shout out Better Beer. Appreciate the love.
Without further ado, boys, big fan of the week. Brought to you by Better Beer. Mun, what have you got?
Mine's easy, boys. I know he doesn't like to talk about himself a whole heap, but it's my little man to my left.
Hey.
They did a little potty with Marley and me with the nine now crew, just about his journey. And everyone probably thinks Jerome had a smooth sailing career, or how did he get there? And obviously started at a young age I played against him in 20s with the Titans, and then played one game with them, and then he didn't play for another 3 or 4 years, and then he had one game with the Cowboys, and then most of his time at the club. But to win a Dally M and with the crew that we have and the caliber of players we got in our team just shows the type of player he is and how talented he is. And I know he doesn't like the accolades, but I'm a big fan of the little journey of him, and obviously he's been able to showcase it with Marley and me, and it's pretty exciting stuff. So get on there and watch it, guys. It's a good good listen. I use it for white noise for the kids sometimes. no, just kidding.
Put Jackson to sleep.
If you haven't checked it out, it
It's
popped
my
up
Big
on my
Bang Theory.
Facebook the other day. But you spoke really well about it, like the journey of it and how you probably thought you were where you wanted to be and needed to be, but how many lessons you've learned from not actually getting that regular first grade time when you first made it. So very good listen. I think for people who are in a similar position,
It's probably a good eye opener.
yeah, 16, 17, 18 years old, sort of don't know whether they're going to make it, but then they do. There's a lot of hard work you still need to do after it. So
100%.
very good.
It's my
And
big
she's
fan,
also
boys.
got one up there with Will Warbrick from a couple of weeks ago, which is also a great listen.
The brick.
Yeah,
Brick.
I think Brick
Yeah.
done it in the All Stars camp, I think. So
it's always great to listen to people's journeys because there's some are a lot better, not better than others, but some people you don't know.
Everyone's road's different, eh?
Yeah, some people,
Everyone's-
juniors, Aussies, or Kiwis all the way through, and always destined to make it. And then you have guys that have been up and down and then not make it until they're 18 or 19. And then it's great journeys and it's good to listen to them. And I thought I was a big fan of it, Jerome. So
I was speaking to
thank you, brother. Thank you.
welcome, mate.
I was speaking to Adam Basil, our speed coach, today actually about it because he's got his son Liam is sort of 15 and really wants to make it. And I feel like nowadays there's so much information out there and videos on TikTok or Instagram about like you need to work hard and dedicate this and this. But like when you're 15, you're still figuring things out, right? You don't. It's gonna sound bad, but you don't need to be the hardest worker in the room. Like you still got to enjoy your childhood or not burn out. If you just stick at the one thing, like you didn't enjoy different things in life, and then you'll get to a stage where you're in a professional environment where you learn to be professional and you do this, you do that. But there's a lot of things out there now where it's probably a little bit misleading, don't you think? Like,
a little bit.
Even kids every now and then message me on message requests and asking me what's one piece of advice or what should I do footy wise to be able to make NRL. I might think to myself, no, mate, if you're 14 or 15, like enjoy life, enjoy it until you like. Obviously, footy's footy, but if you don't make it, don't get too disheartened until you're 18 or 19 or even 20, 21.
Sometimes experience is the best attribute you can have. Like you look at some people like. I don't know. Like people be like, "Oh, we don't know how he's going to go." Like if we give him a crack, how do we know how he's going to go? You've got to give him a go, and then he gets to experience it. And then if it doesn't go well, he at least he knows what it was like, and he can work on it. So it was. I was listening to something the other day about Gus Gould was on. I think it was on Channel 9. He was saying like all these like struggling with playmakers because all these young kids come in early, and then they just get so much pressure put on them and. Like they don't really have time to develop. They need to be already developed to get into it, and it sort of ruins them a bit. And then you just point like you look at all the like Ches and Benny Hunt and
Cody
Reynolds, Cody Walker. You look at all those guys. They peaked like their late 20s, and they're still guns now because they've learnt so much in their journey. So it's like sort of something like that's sort of what we're talking about.
It is true, and like I think because the younger guys who do crack it, they get glorified, right? So you hear about the young guns, and it's all they're spoken about. Like I look at the AFL at the moment, and you're like your Harley Reeds and your Dacosses, and it's like so kids see that and want to be that. Yeah, but like you said, like it's not actually. Yeah. There's only a small percentage that can do that, and I felt guilty to that when I first come in or was sort of in the squads. I was like, oh, there's kids my age that are playing regular first grade. Am I not up to it? Or, and you fall into that trap and you just try hurry the process. But like, there's also a lot of luck involved. You need to fall into a team 100%. Where the roster suits you. Like you could have a genuine heart. Like you're playing at the moment, but we've got Wishy and Pez who could play at any other club, but they're just learning their trade and they're going to be so much better for it. Yeah, but in the long run. That's really not told because it's not exciting or sexy. So
Everyone thinks it's like a rush. Like, I've got to play first grade. Like, say you look at Lockie Galvin, like a gun. Like, everyone his age has probably been like, oh, I want to be him. Like, why can't I just be him in an NRL team? Am I not good enough? Like you said. So, like, good things take time. Like there's only a fair few that are really good at it and can do it at such a young age, but it's not as normal as people think it is.
No, agree. I think we all agree in that one. So.
That's good chat though, boys.
Sorry, boys, I got a bit deep there for you. But, I think there must be the zero alcohol that's gone to my head. No, that's full. That's true zero.
That's double shot.
Double shot latte.
Yeah.
What's your big fan, boys? Or are we
mine's from the Warriors game.
Yep.
I think his name is Leka Halasima. His try that he scored, pretty much the winning try.
It was.
I think it was to tie the game, and then they kicked a penalty goal to go ahead and win it. But his try was freakish. Like, I think he's a forward too.
Rower,
he's a back rower. He was on the wing. Got the ball on the pass. Ran down the wings, pretty much burnt down the wing. Fullback come across. Buller, who's no slouch either, put a bit of route on him, and then I think Jack Bird come across as well, put a route on him as well. Like feet to be that big, fast, and have those type of toes. Me, him,
I am him.
Me, him, you. Is freakish. So shout out, and at that point of the game when it was on the line,
to back himself and do it.
To back himself and. To score that try, so he's my big fan. Although there was a bit there in the box where my Kiwis coach Stacey Jones I think he was getting into him because he didn't run under the post. He kept running to make the kick a little bit harder. Yeah. So Stace probably wasn't a big fan of that, but big fan of Leka.
Nice.
He's going to be a freak.
19
I think he's
years
only
of
young
age.
too. Yeah,
19.
It's one of those kids who
freaky
just,
guy. Yeah, they can just
yeah.
they can
He's
just
going
do
to
it.
be a talent. Boys,
Yeah.
better hold on to him.
Yeah, that's my big fan.
Nice, Susie.
My big fan of the week.
Out of the box, give me an
It is
out
out
of
of
the
the
box.
box.
It always
Yeah,
is.
I love it.
But I love it.
It's just
Love
what
it.
I've really enjoyed this week, right? So I've been watching a lot of YouTube,
Mm.
and there's a guy called the Apex Hound, and he plays PGA golf on YouTube. His actual name's Turlock. He's some Irish dude, and it's such a nice watch. He's just easy
So
going.
PGA golf. So he's actually on the tour.
No. He's just playing the PlayStation.
Oh, online.
Yeah, streaming.
Yeah,
He just streams.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I think he's on Twitch and stuff, but really easy watch. I've just been jamming him, so it's been good.
How did you come across him?
I think I was looking because I was playing the game and I was
Yeah,
like, this is so
you've been
hard.
jamming it a bit.
Yeah,
eh?
this is so hard.
You're looking for some tips.
And I was looking for some tips, and I went on YouTube and I was watching one streamer, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm not that good. Watch this guy." And then I went and watched him, and now I've been hooked.
On.
So
How good.
mad.
very good. Yeah, it's something different, but he's been my thing for the week.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I like it.
I like that.
The Apex Hound.
Apex Hound.
Hound.
What a name.
I'll look him up when I have a spare 5 minutes.
All right.
Thanks to Better Beer for the support. The beers are available to buy from all good bottle shops around Australia, and you can get 15% off Better Beer merch with code 167podcast, numbers 167, if you visit betterbeer.com.au. So thanks again, Better Beer. Really appreciate it.
Beautiful. Big
Chat.
fan. Okay, it is that time of the week.
PP?
PP, perfect
Oh, yeah.
partners.
Oh, I love me a double P.
Nervous.
Here we go.
Get them back in the good book.
Questions are only
All
getting harder.
right.
They are
Who
getting
wants to
hard.
start this week? Because I've got separate for everyone. So who wants to
Oh,
start?
they're split.
They're all different.
They're all split, have they?
No. Same questions, but like Bianca and Mole aren't together this week.
They must be tough then. So tough that they couldn't even hear each other's answers. Who
Who's
wants to
starting?
go first?
Well, can we get the tally first?
Yep, tally. So
Well, whoever's winning can go first.
Yeah, because this is.
yeah, okay.
I'm last then.
Let me get this.
Give the
up.
other guys a chance to
I know I'm last.
catch up. Nah, it was
Yeah.
pretty close.
Well, okay, so this is the thing, right? Mine is on 3 points, but I'm feeling like he maybe deserves an extra half or a full point for getting absolutely roasted. And he did kind of get it right when we said, what does he do not well with the kids? And he said that he doesn't get up to feed
No,
them,
that's
so-
all right. Hey, don't worry about that. She wants to roast me.
Yeah.
no Nobu for you.
Yeah. No, I'm happy with it. I'll stay where I am.
Just go. You just go off whatever you think, Dior. Whatever
yeah,
you.
okay. Well, we'll go 3.5 then for mine.
All right.
3.5. Half point, and then 4 for Husey and 4.5 for Paps.
Pappy's in the lead.
So we'll go
Pappy.
Pats, me, and then we'll go Mun last.
Easy.
Yep.
Give Mun some time to think about his answer.
All
be
right.
anything.
Where are we? So, okay, first question. What is Emma's least favorite and most favorite feature of yours, Paps? Physical feature.
Hair.
That can't be said.
Least favorite's probably hair. Yeah. She hates my hair. I'd say favorite's probably my arms.
Hey.
Right.
Yeah, I got arms.
It's going to get me in trouble. Least favorite is his bleach blonde hair. No, I hate it. And he knows that. No, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. It's okay. But I would rather it natural. Yeah. And my favorite feature is his nose.
Oh,
Oh, one.
that's not bad.
Actually, yeah, I've heard her say that before.
Your nose.
Yeah.
I've never heard someone say favorite feature is someone's nose.
It's like a little ski jump.
Yeah, do you smoke kisses? Like, do you use like kisses?
like this, like this.
I don't.
You just do that?
But
Yes, you do. That's why it's
maybe
your
I
favorite.
should. If it's her favorite feature, then maybe she should get more of it. Yeah, right. Okay.
All right.
I'll take that. I'll take
Yeah, well, you won from 2. Take that.
Yeah.
You got the
Yeah,
first
that's a
one right.
point. Yep. Next up, you, Husey. Favorite, least favorite feature of Molly's. Her favorite and least favorite of yours.
Of mine.
Yep.
Facial hair don't count, does it? She hates
Yeah.
when I do a mustache. So, but if I don't know if she hates it. Everyone else hates them though. My toes. I'm gonna go my toes,
Yep.
and
For
then
favorite or least favorite?
Nah, least favorite.
Okay.
Have you seen my toes?
I don't know. Some people
She's
are
straight
into
up
feet.
lying if she says my toes. And favorite. Any kids? What? Nah. I'm gonna go arms. I'm gonna go arms as well. I feel like she's
Boys all think a lot of your arms.
No,
don't
she touches them heaps. I don't know.
Just
see what
strokes them.
My least favourite feature of Jerome
Together.
has to be the toes.
Oh,
Yes.
Have you seen them?
we get him out.
Get him
Oh,
out.
fuck no.
My favourite feature of Jerome would be his back or his arms.
Yeah, that's right.
yeah.
Cop that. You can cop that.
Yeah, give you
Yeah,
that.
we'll get 2 for 2 there.
Yes.
Nice, mate. Good work.
Yep. All right, man.
It could be anything. I definitely know what my favourite feature for me is.
Mm-hmm.
That would be my ass. She always commenting on my ass.
Bro, I did not expect that.
No, she does.
I did not
Yeah.
no, I didn't expect you to say my ass.
Oh, so my bum.
No, I don't know. It's just funny. I didn't expect
Yeah,
that.
your dump truck.
I'm gonna say with
Buns.
Hughesy. I'm gonna say my toes.
The bunda.
Okay.
I've got
Locking it
talons.
in? Let's have a look.
Yeah, my least favourite is definitely the toes, the toenails, the pinky one in particular. When Cam's mum comes down, he gets her to cut his toes because I will not touch them with a 10-foot pole. And favourite feature is his bum.
Wow, the
Fuck,
boys are on.
No, it's just disgusting. It's like the fingers go in there and
Wait,
then,
what?
yeah.
Ooh.
I think his mum enjoys cutting his
Oh, I
toes,
thought you meant.
and I think
yeah.
he loves it too.
Cutting his ass.
Yeah, I thought you meant fingers
yes,
going
putting the
down.
two
Fingers
boys.
somewhere.
Wait, that's actually pretty. Mo actually used to cut my toes.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
You do it at training.
So
every
she
day.
hates it. Yeah.
How did you get
She
her to do
hates
that?
my. I don't know. But she's. We're married now, so she said,
got no
"Nah, I don't need
choice."
to do it anymore." So we go to a.
Look at your toes.
Yeah, I pick my toes.
No, they're good compared
Nah,
to.
they're good for grip.
Yeah.
Wait,
yours
this is
are not
actually-
that
Yeah,
bad.
your feet aren't bad.
Oh, look at the pinkies.
Yeah.
Pinkies are a bit sharp.
That's when Nelson stood on my foot. It's gone into a talon.
Oh my god, who hasn't he injured? I was gonna ask. Okay, my listener question of the week. I just thought of this. Do the refs still come and check your fingernails before games? You know, like they do in junior footy.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
They do.
So what? They come into the sheds.
Yeah.
Nah, it's on the field now.
Nah,
they don't go
they
on the
do it when
sheds.
we're warming up.
Yep.
Check our boots, check
okay.
our. But to be fair, I'll always end up with scratches on my.
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't matter
they
how
really
long.
check it.
Yeah,
It's just
go,
like a novelty.
Yeah. Make it look like you checked it.
Yeah.
Start dancing. All right,
All right.
2, 2, 1.
Yep.
Is that correct?
Next question. Yep. For you, Paps. What is your most embarrassing moment? And it would probably be one that like Emma's seen, not in your whole life.
Oh,
Fuck, I
that's
don't
good,
know.
man.
Shit, I don't know.
Most embarrassing moment. I don't know.
I reckon I know what yours is.
What mine is? What, not getting no flowers?
No,
Nah.
Oh, fuck.
I think that too.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit. Is that obvious?
No, I don't know if it's
I
obvious.
don't
Are
know
we
if we-
allowing Paps to phone a friend?
Oh.
I don't know if we know the same. I don't know if we're thinking about the same thing.
And it's like,
Well, you
with
could steal
her.
a point. I reckon you two could steal a point if Paps doesn't know, but you guys know.
It's about when he was with her or not with her.
Like one that she would have seen or known about,
Yeah,
or like
I know
probably
what
in the
it is.
time
nah,
they're together.
I think you're thinking about,
What?
yeah, I know what you're saying. Most like with her.
No, it could.
Oh, it's just like in the past year.
Yeah, like while you've been together. Can I steal his point?
You can steal his point, yeah. If
Oh,
you're
you
willing to
had
give it
a
up,
crack
Paps.
No,
first.
I've got no clue.
When this doodle fell out against the Roosters.
Damn it.
I thought that's what you were going to say, but I don't know if she'd know that.
You would have told her, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Or she would have seen it.
She would have seen the.
Oh, like no one's seen it because no one was using
Yeah,
fucking
maybe.
binoculars.
I
But
don't know. I don't know if she'd remember that though. Yeah, I've got nothing. I actually don't know.
Which one?
Is that what you were going to say as well, Mon?
Yeah, it was.
All right, let's
Yeah.
have a look.
Let's steal it.
I don't know. Probably just when he walked in with his freshly bleached blonde hair. No, he told me the night before, and I was about to, because one of the girlfriends did his hair, and I was about to text her and be like, "Do not touch his hair."
No, we're completely wrong.
there's-
She really
Oh.
hates the hair, eh?
yeah, he can tell.
Oh, well.
Must be your personality then, Pappy boy.
Yeah, I must have something going
It's
for
not the
me.
You do.
It's the
You
nose and the personality.
Yeah.
You do have a lot going for you. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
she
Just
doesn't like
not
the hair.
there.
She doesn't like the hair.
Okay, no. Oh,
It's such a mainstay though.
Yeah,
eh?
but
It's not
that's
leaving.
you. That's
It's
your.
iconic.
It's like a catchphrase when you say something. That's your catchphrase.
yeah. Oh.
Bro, I actually have no idea. There could be so many different things.
Oh,
There could be so many. You got something for me?
Steal his point, bro.
Yeah.
Buzz in.
No, don't steal my point. Give me a hint.
I'm more thinking of like.
This could get you back to level if you get his one.
Yeah. Wait, let me have a think first and then. Embarrassing. What would she say? Embarrassing. Oh, there's heaps of embarrassing stuff. In our time together, would have been. Nah, I actually have nothing. I got nothing. There's too many. So I'm happy to pass it on to Mun if he's got something. He can't get it. If he gets us right, it's bullshit.
I'm more thinking of like when he's gone on the piss and he's come home and he's with his McDonald's and he's vomited everywhere around the house.
Tail between the
Yeah,
legs.
tail between the legs, and he's over and like crouched around the toilet seat and he's vomiting and then doesn't wake up for 2 or 3 days.
Actually, nah,
Yeah.
there's the one where from, I don't know, it's last year or something, and I come home and she took a photo of it, showed me in the morning. I was down on the couch. I had my jeans on, but it was like at my knees and my ass was out and I was just like face down. But I'm not, Mun, if that's Mun can have that point because I don't know.
Right, we'll see.
There's too
Let's
many of
find
those
out.
to pinpoint one.
I was just thinking of it.
I would say Jerome's most embarrassing moment would be weeing on our wall after a night out, thinking it was a bathroom. It was when we were living in our Richmond apartment, so 3 years ago.
Yeah, I should have known that. She brained that up. But that's not it. How is that embarrassing? Because I still don't believe it. So it's like she told me and obviously I don't remember it. And then I still reckon she's lying.
You can't be embarrassed by
Couldn't
it.
have
if
been
you don't
Honey.
remember it.
Yeah.
Was
Nah,
Honey
Honey
was
wasn't
teacher.
around then. Nah, damn it.
That's
Wish
why
she
you got
was.
her.
Yeah. Now, if there's any pee around the house, bloody Honey. Damn. Yeah. Nah. I should have thought of that one. Damn it.
All right, no points so far. Last one, Mun, your chance to catch up.
I'm going to have to go the similar thing to Jerome. I remember peeing in the corner of my room. But I can't remember what Bianca said, but I don't know if Bianca realised it was wee or what. She just goes, "What's that wet spot in there?" And I'm pretty much just denied it until it was one of the dogs. But I'm a Jerome. I've got a fair few embarrassing times, so that's the only one I can think of at the moment because of what Molly said.
All right, let's see.
I think Cam's most embarrassing moment was him fighting in front of me for the first time when we started dating. It was outstanding. It just slipped out, and I think he thought that I didn't hear it, and I started laughing. He goes, "What are you laughing at?"
Oh, at least you didn't just was that you? Was that you?
Damn it.
That would be pretty embarrassing though.
Very good. Oh.
Yeah. So I was going to say, Mun, do you reckon up until today or when she listens to this, she didn't know that you actually pissed on the wall and she believed you that it was just water?
Maybe
You
cut
just
it out.
confessed?
Yeah, maybe cut that out then. Yeah, cut that out, DYOR.
Oh, that's gold.
All right, that's it for the week.
Yeah.
Nice, boys.
Beautiful. All right. It's our
What do I
giveaway
get?
time.
It's our
Yes,
giveaway, yes.
Let's
Grab the hats. All right. Thanks to everyone for joining our giveaway, the 2 hats. We got 2 winners. 2 decent questions, got a lot of likes.
Yeah.
Well, one's decent and one's more of a statement than anything. But we'll start with the most liked. It was from Alan's Metic. How does it feel to know the doggies are winning the premiership this year? That was the question, and ended up with 151 likes. So that's
Few
the
Doggies
winner.
fans, eh?
Yeah.
In the chat.
Yeah. So
He might have messaged the lads.
I guess boys, load up. Make sure you like this photo, like this comment. Sorry, but hey, it wins. So we're gonna have to answer it. It's a listener's question of the week. So who wants to answer it first?
Yeah, I'll answer it. I think the Storm are winning it this year. Sorry to bust your bubble, but if there's anyone that I do want to win other than ourselves, I think for the game, it'd be pretty cool to see the blue, white, and black obviously win the premiership as well. Their fans have got a massive loyal fan base in Bankstown, and imagine not only us winning. I know the Sharks won a couple of years in 2016, but it's been a while since they've won, so it'd be pretty cool to see the game. That'd be a party. It'd be like Richmond winning.
Yeah, it would be huge.
So that's my thing. I think the Storm winning, but
Yeah, I'm the same as Mun. I think, after us, if we don't win it, it would be really good to see the Dogs win it. It'll be Belmore will be going crazy, and it'd be awesome. And they got a really cool fan base. The way they get around their team, and their ex-players getting around their team as well. You've seen a couple of the old boys go in and pump them up. So yeah, we're gonna win it, but yeah, if they do win it, because we don't win it for some reason, it'd be pretty cool to see.
Yep, times 3, the team I went for growing up. So,
do you have any old photos?
Yeah,
with
the
you and
Bobcat, Ryan.
Yeah, actually, no, I have seen that.
Yeah. No, I used to love the Doggies. I used to go to a few of their games, but I remember one of my memories of it was, I think they versed Knights, and it was like a round 12 game, and I was like a tragic. This was like peak football fan era, and they lost in a round game. I started crying in the garage.
Yeah. So you were a big fan.
I was a big fan.
They're probably all like that too. Like that's how passionate
they're loyal
fans
as,
are.
yeah, 100%. I'll let you know, but I agree. Storm win. Dogs maybe sometimes in the future.
Yeah, and actually, I got a couple of real good mates that are Doggies fans. They're not really loyal because they always back against them in their multis, but yeah, they know who they are too. So
they'll be backing them this year.
Yeah. So yeah, thanks for that question, Ellen. We'll send out one of your hats. We'll be in contact. And the next one with 90 likes, Lockie25. So his question was, can you remember the exact moment when it first hit you that you truly made it in the NRL? What was going through your mind?
Yeah, it's a weird one, eh? Like, I don't know if you ever feel like you quite made it. Like, you always sort of feel like there's more you want to achieve and grow into. So, I guess one obvious one's like people recognizing you and asking you for photos and autographs. I think that's one that we've all sort of experienced, which is a little weird at times because like if the people closest to us just know we're normal people, you know, and I sometimes feel bad for the people I'm with because I'm like, oh, like they probably don't want to be interrupted, and I get a bit awkward. But yeah, that's probably, I reckon, one. I'm still learning how to deal with it, really.
I think for me would be probably playing in representative teams like Origin or Aussies, when you realise you've made those teams and blokes you're playing around you like looked up to or played against, and then you go into those teams and you're rubbing shoulders with them. And the other one would have been probably when big fella Bellamy asks you for advice or what do you think about this or what do you think about that? That's when I feel like the older you get and he values your opinion. I think when you first starting out and you got guys like that, been around the game a long time asking for your opinion, that's when I think, for me personally, that's when you thought, oh yeah, I've kind of not made it, but someone actually values my opinion. So that's when when you start realising you're in the team consistently, and when someone like that, of that calibre of the game, asks you like that, you're like, oh, maybe I have.
Yeah, I'm pretty similar to you. It's like your peers valuing your opinion in that. Like I remember when, sort of in the spine, you control a lot of the team, and like when you have guys like Jesse Bromwich and, Felice, Kenny Bromwich and Dale Finucane, when they're looking to you like to what to do in a game, you're just thinking like, bro, this is how cool is this? Like those types of players, asking you for advice or that sort of stuff. You're just like, you'd never in a million years think you looked up to those guys. You never think they'll be asking you or waiting for you to tell them what to do. And I think that's a big one. But another one's like I remember who the first time to do it, but it was definitely in my early games. Like it was pretty cool, especially like in my debut, everyone knew my name in the other team. And they were just like congratulating you, like, oh, congrats on the debut, Jerome, and stuff. And I'm just like, holy fuck, how cool is this? Like, people in the other team know my name. Like, it's crazy. And even like, obviously, like 3 years later when I played my next game and all that sort of stuff, like they like when you see big figures of the game know who you are and call you by your first name, you're like, fuck, like that's when you feel like, oh mate,
Yeah,
this
that's a
is
good one.
so cool. Like these guys know my name, so that's probably a big one for me.
Nice.
Do you guys remember, well, for Husey, your Storm debut, but all of your debuts? I've just looked them up and there's some pretty interesting games.
Yeah, I remember mine.
I
Reece
remember
Martin shanked the kick to level it up and probably would have gone to golden point if he got it. That was against the Bulls.
Doggies?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that at home?
Round 4, Amy Park,
Yeah.
2019.
Is that your debut?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yours was the Roosters.
Mine was the
Adelaide.
Roosters.
Adelaide.
Mine was cool, man. Oh, well, we ended up losing,
Yeah.
but we all played. We had a young team. All the Origin stars were out. Smithy and all that in 2017. Remember the Roosters, they had everyone. I think it was after Origin, and we rested heaps of our players, but they, like Mitchell Pearson and all that, still played. And I remember, I think it was in the media or something, Trent Robinson was like, oh, we wanted to play their full team. Unless Craig straight up lied about that, because I remember him telling us, he was like, oh yeah, they wanted to play a full team, like let's give them a real crack. And we nearly won. Like we were up pretty much the whole game, and the young crew played really well, and we just got beat by a pretty freakish field goal by Mitchell Pearson from the like sidelines.
Yeah, it was a weird one because he's right foot. So I was at A. When I was a mark, I went to go put kick pressure on and I just missed the ball.
I remember watching that game because I was coming
Adelaide
down to the
too.
Storm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was at that game as well.
Yeah,
Remember
Adelaide.
that.
Yeah, you scored that game.
Yeah. That was scored in that game. And actually, we had a shocking goal kicker. Was that you?
No. Come on, Smith.
Yeah, it was you, man. You were playing
Nah,
at
Smithy didn't
fullback and
play. Smithy
you
didn't
kicked
play.
2 from 5, man. You could have won us that game.
Well, everyone scored on the sideline.
So it was a man that was kicking those goals.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it me?
You kicked 2 from 5. It doesn't say who missed the other 3, but I assume it was.
Yeah, if it kicked 2 from 5.
No, what was the score?
25-24.
Yeah, nah, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
We scored
6
5
fours.
tries. They
There's
scored
5
4.
tries.
There's one more kick then.
No?
The 5-4
Penalty goal?
5-4 are 20.
Yeah.
5 fours are 20 plus 2 goals is
Plus 5
24.
goals.
No,
Four
I didn't kick.
30.
I only kicked 2. I didn't
Yeah,
kick
so
5. I was 2 from 2.
No, you were 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was 2 from 2.
Someone else must have
The
taken
other
them.
3 kicks I gave them to my other twin brother. So you're rubbing it in, DYOR.
Mamorin Cumster. So it was you.
It was me.
Yeah.
It must have been all on the left hand side because I can't kick that way. I'm more of an angle. I'm more of a bend it back in like Beckham. But anyway,
Yeah.
so why don't kick
you're-
anymore, DYOR?
Yeah, fair enough. Your debut was a shocker, man.
Yeah, thanks for
Oh, yeah.
reminding
What
me.
was yours?
Against Cowboys and Dairy Farmers. Sutsy was injured. Both got railed him out in Origin. Cooper broke his hand or wrist. So I had Benny Roberts and
Smithy
shout out to Benny
playing at
Roberts. He's
halfback.
doing some good things for the kids in the community over in Sydney.
Yeah.
He used to be my favourite player, right?
He was, mate,
Roberts.
sharp left
He
foot.
was
Benny
gun,
Roberts,
eh?
he was gone.
When he went to the Doggies.
He was, doggies.
He was good, man.
Did he started at doggies, when he was young? Come through the doggies?
Yeah, he had some really good years there. He was gone.
And then he played for Eels and Storm?
Yep.
Did he play for anyone else? I think that was it, Yeah, he was silky,
Mate, Silks.
Feet.
He was
Feet.
very humble Samoan kid.
Yeah.
But he was at the back end of his career when he came to us, but he was good for me.
Yeah.
And then Benny Hampton, he was in the halves as well. Actually, he was fast. You know when you talk about Sawyer and you got to make sure you get off the mark with him. Benny Hampton was the same. If you didn't go with him at the same time, you lost him. He was gone. But that was my halves. Smithy was the one that was the only one playing. I just remember him and Chambers just giving it to JT all the time, kicking goals.
I don't think so. No, it says on the NRL match center for that game, it says Smithy was playing at halfback and
Nah.
Hinchy at hooker.
Nah, who?
Hinchy.
Nah.
Hinchy at hooker,
Nah.
Smithy
Smithy
at
played.
halfback.
Nah, Smithy. Hinchy played lock.
Not what it says here.
Bit
But
of fakies.
okay.
That was
Yeah,
another
trust me.
fake.
Trust me, mate.
Bowser up to his old tricks again.
Trust me.
Yeah.
Smithy would never play in the halves. He did play a couple of times. I apologise when he first started, but it was. I remember the game because I remember them trying to rule him out and not make him play. And he goes, "No, I'm playing. I don't care." Because he had a bad ankle that time too. They needled it up and everything. I remember it clear as day.
So obviously he's lost.
Pumped.
Yeah.
I remember just standing there looking at the crossbar, watching the ball go over. Yeah,
22-0.
Jono.
Shocker.
But I remember, and Bellak's the same with everyone. Like for debut, has all heaps of time for the families that come in. I remember him talking to my dad and mum for like 30, 40 minutes after the game. Didn't know him from a bar of soap.
Even after a loss.
Yeah, even after a loss. I think that just shows what type of person he is. He gives time to everyone.
Good man, old Belzer.
Very good.
Even though we like putting shit on him, he's a good fella.
Yeah, you're good, man.
All right, I think that wraps us up.
Sorry,
Good
boys.
week. Congratulations to our giveaway winners.
Yeah,
Yep.
thanks everyone for
The listeners' questions.
entering the giveaway. We'll still be doing the listeners' question of the week, so keep sending them through. We really enjoy answering your guys' questions, so thank you.
And make sure you get in your big fan moment of the week too. And thank you to Better Beer and BrickBrick for episode 8 of the 167 podcast. And we'll see you all next week for some more.
You!
Cheers, guys. Thank you. Big fan.